Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Howard. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move him out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Flushed out, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. A little juke. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10.
Roger.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here you go, boy. Hey, Jam.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. On the carry, it's Booker. Room here to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
The reason that counter or misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look. And now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play is actually happening over there, and that's where running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Hey, 52. Get hot. We're good.
Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. Sanders has it over the middle. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 39 yards. And the Broncos are in for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Keenum. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
You see it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On second down, Trubisky. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down, even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Parkey's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within a couple at 8-6 now. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go, let's go. We got three. They got the hot. Like 20.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're going to go. It's Booker. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Bears are in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action here on first down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This is Howard on second down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Gotta go. Switch. Gotta go. We're go.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Parkey's kick is good. And that pushes the lead to 8 points. They've doubled them up. It's 16-8. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's Keenum. And he rifles one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Roger.
Play action. Now it's Keenum. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Stand down. Very left. 4 down, 52. Hey, let's go.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
You see it?
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Again to Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Move, move, move. Hands up. There we go. You see it? You see it? Gotta go, gotta go. Hands up.
They go play action with Trubisky. Now he'll escape to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there, and he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
22.
Keenum to throw on second down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now they go with a slant that time, 15 yards at a first down.
Yeah, we're good, we're good. Let's go, Roger.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now they try the right side here. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. They do go for it. It's Keenum. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
No, Roger. Mary left.
From midfield, here's Keenum. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Royce Freeman, 45 yards, and the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Let's go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Move. There you go. We got. You see it? You see it? Gotta go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to run now. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Hey, gotta go.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Hey, 18. Man, go.
They run with Howard, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Let's go.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he takes this one in for...